Holiday gift guides, an absolute rush of intense nostalgia, a dying form and seldom seen. That singular visual spark before we interact with the console for the first time. This is probably 20 years old, going back to at least 2002, as you can tell by the Attack of the Clones stickers. An absolute rush of intense nostalgia, a dying form and seldom seen. Therefore, I don't attribute this dying art to a dominance of digital media. I have here a Walmart guide of 2007 with a vast array of Christmas appealing gifts. Same year as the iPhone, but at that point, it was an AT&T exclusive. Heavy reliance on in-shop customers looking for Christmas ideas and what was being offered. I admit, the majority of this ad are toys I never cared about. Even to this day, stuff I have forgotten and don't acknowledge. But going through this tabloid, it reclaims the atmosphere of the era. I remember the year well. Bionicle had gone into the depths of Mari Nui, and this totally solidifies how it felt in the era. As a person who loves scrapbooking, I started at a very early age, in the debut of the 6th generation of consoles. A scrapbook I still have, with cutouts primarily featuring Bionicle and the gaming era from all three manufacturers. A personal journal, a documented memory from the era that made me into a gamer. It even forms a sense of a timeline. When I look at these products, I know the era it's from, to the point I can even list the year by a simple release date relating to each game advertised. I hadn't thought of it that way before now, but it's genuine. I even have the 2020 tabloid from Walmart displaying the upcoming release date of the PS5 and Series X. Preservation is not on my mind, nor was it at the time I began doing this. I did it out of love and just commemoration. How much I adore design, how much I adore gaming hardware, gaming media, and the graphic design that goes into each of these advertisements. Now I realize I've created my own personal museum. I have here an original gift guide from 2012 for a retro video game store, owned by a family I became great friends with. That store alone is its own commemorative museum. Amongst my collection, I'm glad to have this. I believe this is the first year Meijer has gone without a gift guide. Haven't seen one in store yet, but it's still early in the month to bring those up before Christmas. I've always liked what they offer. Sales don't extend to the same range as GameStop, Walmart, or even Target, but the effort is there, and I'm grateful to have what they do offer. As the dominant store to remain amongst the chain of game-related merchandise, GameStop keeps it consistent, printing a holiday guide to this day, year upon year. I don't see it ending anytime soon. What I appreciate here is the balance of advertising with product. There are many graphics associated with each console, collector's items related to the medium, and even memorabilia and attire. In November, I go there each year, pick up the guide, just so I have it for my collection. Surely the variety will vary, depending on the amount and what quality of games are releasing that year. This always plays in to what will be in the holiday guide. There's an abundance, there is variety for each of the three consoles, no matter your preference. For the finale of this week's video, I've saved the best for last, the dominating, the empowered example of holiday gift guide advertising, continuing to this day, running at unsurpassed supremacy. Target's holiday gift guide. Well-made, bright, high-quality paper. Nothing about these gift guides gives the impression of cheap, bare minimum advertising. The paper quality, the presentation and use of products and graphics, unsurpassed. I always make sure to check Target in November. I care not if I don't find a single product or sale I end up investing toward. I just want these guidebooks for the commemoration. I love product design, I love presentation. This nails both categories. You look at a large chain like Best Buy or Walmart, and they have nothing of this magnitude. Target also happens to be the first business I ever worked in. I'm grateful to treasure each of these, and I hope Target never discontinues this process. Even if I head across the street to Staples and print out their entire digital ad on the highest quality cardstock gloss paper finish, it will not compare to flipping through this staple-bound advertisement. Meijer, you may have fresh produce. Walmart, you may have competitive prices, but you're not to the quality of Target. I also have my Nintendo-specific holiday guides, which I would like to explore in another video, hopefully by Christmas this season. The defining example of Nintendo's quality, from their ambitious revival of the gaming industry and their modern-day resurrection of the Switch and Breath of the Wild, rejuvenating their place once again and vanquishing the stagnation of open-world games. You, the viewer, have my thanks for joining in this week's rendition of Rated Exploited. I am Rokalai. I upload here on YouTube once a week on Saturday. For many gamers, many of us witness the products through advertising for the very first time. That singular visual spark before we interact with the console for the first time, before we select our launch title. It is this moment each of us recall as our initiation.